This next clip comes from the YouTube channel where Leslie shares her outdoor adventures, something she truly loves and finds joy in. Most of her videos are lighthearted and informative, often showing the beauty of nature and her personal experiences. But this particular video is different. Her wild camping trip takes a much more unsettling turn than usual. It's January 26th, 2025, and Leslie has planned a solo wild camping trip to a place she's been curious about for a while. She's never been there before, but it's known for being peaceful and quiet, exactly the kind of place she was hoping for to escape the noise of everyday life. Excited to enjoy the calm of the wilderness, she sets off, fully prepared for a night in nature. Once she reaches her starting point, Leslie begins her hike through the thick forest, the cold winter air brushing against her face. She walks deeper into the woods, feeling more and more excited as she imagines the quiet evening ahead. Her goal is clear: to find the most remote spot possible, far away from the main trails, where she can really be alone with nature. As the sun starts to dip and long shadows stretch across the forest floor, Leslie stays focused. She wants to find the perfect campsite before it gets too dark. Everything seems ideal, quiet, calm, and completely isolated. But she has no idea that her peaceful trip is about to take an unexpected turn.
It's a nice area and all. Oh, what's happening here? Bridleway diversion route. Well, I'm not on a horse, so am I allowed? Bridleway closed. We're felling the diseased and dying ash trees along this bridleways. Great. That means I'll be all alone, except if other naughty people who are willing to go through tape come down here. Oh, let's have a look at where I'm going.
Despite the no trespassing signs, she decides to stick to her original plan. Ignoring the warnings, she pushes further into the forest. Her determination to find the perfect camping spot keeps her focused. But she doesn't realize that this choice is about to lead her into an unsettling situation. As daylight begins to fade, Leslie notices the sun is sinking much faster than she expected. She realizes she needs to find a place to set up camp, fast. Luckily, she spots a small hill up ahead that looks like a good spot to settle for the night. Though a bit unsure, she decides it'll have to do. She begins unpacking her gear, but before she can even pitch her tent, something catches her eye in the distance.
Don't know if you can see that, but there's somebody walking down the bottom of the valley there with a torch. I'm sure they're fine and innocent, but I've turned all my lights off until they've walked by. That person with the torch going along, I was about to set the camera up and I was about to say, oh, I'm on a hilltop and I can see they're about to leave the valley, so that's good. But they didn't. They came back and sort of towards the tent, and I just thought, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Pat, the camera, in fact the camera is what I was worried about. First time I've used this Insta360, my first ever camera. It's funny how I was packing that, wanting to make sure that was okay. And my hip belt I wear, so it's got my mobile and keys, so I just got my rucksack on and left the tent and hid down in the trees to make sure they went, because I also wanted to check what they were doing rather than just, me leaving. And eventually they left. I don't know, I was spooked by then, so I found a different spot.
Eventually, the figure moved on. But by then, Leslie was too spooked to go back to the same spot. She picked up her things and made her way to another location, this time deeper into the woods. As she walked, she felt a chill creep down her spine. That distant figure had gotten uncomfortably close, and the silence of the forest now felt heavy and tense. Still, she wasn't ready to give up. Determined, she found a small clearing tucked between trees and thick undergrowth, more hidden, more secure. It felt like a better place to set up camp, offering a bit more comfort after the scare. The uneasy feeling didn't fully go away, but being hidden gave her some peace of mind. Once she reached the new spot, well off the path and out of sight, she paused and took a deep breath. She could no longer see the person from earlier. The gentle rustling of leaves in the trees helped calm her nerves a little. Finally, Leslie began setting up camp again. Surrounded by trees and hidden from view, she felt safer. And of course, she joked to the camera.
Hello. Of course, I'm wearing my mountain jacket, so with all the stress, I'm boiling.
Everything was finally set, but the uneasy feeling from earlier refused to go away. The thought of that person wandering through the woods kept creeping back into her mind. Every sound, the rustling of leaves, the cracking of twigs, sounded louder, more deliberate, almost as if someone was out there moving quietly through the trees. Despite choosing a more hidden spot, the comfort she had hoped for felt out of reach. She still felt exposed, vulnerable. The peaceful escape she'd imagined had shifted into something far more tense. Leslie sat in her tent, questioning whether staying any longer was a good idea. Part of her didn't want to leave, not after coming all this way. But the other part, the one that sensed something wasn't right, kept whispering in the back of her mind. She was torn. Stay and push through or pack up and leave? That debate didn't last long because suddenly it happened again. A flashlight flickered in the distance, brief but unmistakable, cutting through the darkness between the trees. Leslie froze. Her heart skipped a beat. She couldn't tell if it was the same person from before, but the feeling of being watched returned, stronger than ever. Panic surged through her. She didn't wait to figure it out. She grabbed her things, packed up her tent in record time, and got moving. The forest, which had once felt so calm and beautiful, now felt like it was closing in on her, like it wasn't just a place anymore, but a trap. She didn't look back. She didn't stop to check. She knew better than to take chances in a moment like that. Leslie moved quickly through the trees, retracing her steps as best she could in the dark. Every shadow looked threatening. Every sound felt like it could be someone or something coming closer. Her breathing was heavy, her heart pounding, but she didn't stop until she saw her car. Once inside, she locked the doors and sat still, finally allowing herself to breathe. The tension in her chest slowly started to ease, though her hands still trembled. She had come here for adventure, but it had become something entirely different, something frightening and deeply unsettling. Even though she never found out who that person was, whether they meant harm or were just another camper, the fear she felt was real. And it was that fear, that gut instinct, that told her it was time to leave. Listening to it was the right call. In the end, she got out safely, and that's what mattered most. Luckily, this story had a safe ending, but brace yourself for the next one. It might be even more unsettling. Meet Bear, the creator behind the YouTube channel. In his videos, he takes viewers along on creepy, wild, and often scary adventures. With his energetic and personal storytelling style, Bear explores strange outdoor places and the unexplained, making his audience feel like they're right there with him. But on one particular night, things took a much darker turn. On February 18th, 2025, Bear showed up at a remote forest location, ready to look into reports of aggressive Bigfoot activity. Armed with his camera and later joined by his friends Doug and Dave, he was excited to capture whatever strange things the area might reveal.
Welcome back to another adventure, fam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jer Bear. For tonight's adventure, I got Doug from Fear Fanatics with me. I also got Dave. What would you call you? Just Dave. We also got Dave with us.
Bear begins the video by talking about a past live stream at this same location. He remembers hearing a massive crashing noise that night and suddenly feeling sick and overwhelmed with emotion. That unsettling experience made the return even more intense.
Rip roaring, ready to go. Yeah, I'm super happy you fellas are with me. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been able to have a video if you wouldn't have came. Not a care in the world. I forget, I don't think this goes back in too far, but it does go back a bit. Or maybe it does. I can't remember now.
Oh yeah, because these branches are like falling.
Not only that, but there could be something running around up there. You might catch it. Or maybe someone watching your video, man, might find something crazy that you never thought was there.
They pushed deeper into the forest, nerves building with every step. Bear glances around and suddenly stops.
I think I just saw eyes over there a second ago. So that's the that is the whole thing about this place, is aggressive Bigfoot clans, apparently. We haven't even done a call yet. You want to do the first call, or you want me to?
The tension keeps growing. Then something else strange happens. Bear reacts suddenly.
Oh.
What?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, though. Was that like a... What do you call that? Fireman? What? How's that happen?
What?
That was like a tiny little... What would you call that thing? You didn't hear that? Did you... We might be able to find a cool structure. I thought I seen some kind... What?
My feet are all muddy and wet.
Oh, what was that? Bird or bat? Oh,
What was it?
it just flew down right behind you, too. I feel like it was on the ground there. Did it fly down and land right behind you? Something just flew out of that tree.
Something had flown out of a nearby tree, and it startled all of them. As they continued walking, strange and unexplained sounds followed them. Odd clicks, flapping wings, bird or bat-like noises. These little moments built up, adding to the tension in the air and making the group more alert with each step.
Oh, what? Hold on, hold on. I smell gas. Yeah, coyotes. A herd of coyotes.
Is that a bunch of coyotes?
I think so. Hey. Ooh. Did you hear that?
Did you hear something?
Was that clicking? Did you hear clicking?
I thought it was you. Yeah, I heard that.
No, that wasn't me. That was coming from the forest.
The clicking continued, and the howls got louder, making them feel like something or someone was watching them from the darkness.
There's a cliff here. Is that a cliff?
That's why I want to put my tent here just for... Did you camp all night? No.
Oh, that's cool. That's a river.
That's where I wanted to take you to, but not this way. We got to go around this way.
Oh,
As they headed deeper into the woods, the tension built. Bear carefully approached the edge of the cliff, his nerves on edge. The whole night had been strange, and now they were in a risky spot. Anything could happen.
I'm curious to see if any of you guys... Well, just pay attention to like your heads and bellies too. See if anything weird happens. I gotta say, I'm not being hit like I was earlier. Oh. That looks so cool down in there.
Buried under smoke while I've been there.
Is that eyeballs? Where's the camera? Oh, is that it? Oh. Did you see something?
I see all the trees in the back.
Did you? That's a good sign. Whoa, that's some big rocks to trip over. Tree shaking. Tree shaking, huh?
It was on the other side of the gully.
You got to see it though?
Come back this way. Back that way a little bit.
This way?
Right there, yeah.
The forest around them had gone from eerie to downright strange. Shaking trees, mysterious flying creatures, and clicking sounds hidden among coyote howls made it feel like the woods were alive and watching them.
Wow, look at this face. Look at this face morphing in the middle of my screen right now. It's gone. It was doing it. Wow. I know you guys were seeing what I was seeing. There's no way my eyes was doing that. That was eyes, nose, the mouth. It was moving and everything. It's gone. Oh my goodness.
Bear described seeing a face form in the bark of a tree. Clear eyes, a nose, a mouth, all shifting as he watched. The image was so vivid it chilled him to the core, and viewers watching the footage later would feel that same creeping sensation, like something unseen was watching from the trees. Suddenly, Bear jumps.
Whoa. Ooh, what just fell down me? Something just fell down my shirt. Was that a spider? Is there a big freaking spider inside my shirt right now?
The mood grows even more tense. There's a strange energy in the air, unpredictable and unsettling. At one point, a mushroom catches their eye, but Bear quickly brushes it off. "That's nothing," he says. Then, oddly, he claims not to hear anything at all, despite reacting to strange sounds just moments earlier. Still, he presses on with Doug and Dave, determined to keep the exploration going. But the deeper they move into the forest, the more bizarre the night becomes.
Oh my goodness. They were waiting for me. I keep stopping now. I see him now though. I'm closing the gap.
Despite the growing sense of dread, Bear pushed forward, trying to keep up with his friends as they pressed deeper into the woods.
This looks like it goes further into the woods. This is the fucking Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
And I remember coming down, but I don't remember jumping a creek or nothing. Did we miss a trail?
Dude. I didn't notice it either. I was following your
We need to
lead.
go that way.
When do you think we should have gone up when it split that one time?
I don't think so. But if we keep going this way, then we just got to go to the left, right?
I don't know what like that is. I don't know what that is.
That's the building at the end of the road.
At this point, they came to a fork in the trail and weren't sure which way to go. Instead of wasting time arguing about directions, they decided to check Google Maps to make sure they stayed on track. With a bit more confidence, they started walking again. Not long after, they finally made it out of the eerie woods.
We came up way too far though, because we were supposed to come out way back there.
Wait a minute, did we do this once already? I just had deja vu, man.
We did. The cars are over there. Yeah, no, we gotta go down the
We just popped it out at the same spot twice. Holy smokes. There's a growl right there, too. I wasn't ready for that. That was a lot of coyotes. Whoop! What is that? There was like a bang. That was sort of like a knock. Listen. House, that was Woots. Whoop! Did you guys hear that on camera? There was a hollering, man. A couple times. I had the camera going that time. I hope you heard it.
Bear's friends had left, but he stayed behind a bit longer. And the longer he remained, the louder and weirder the sounds became. Growling, howling coyotes, knocking, strange whoops, and even what sounded like keys jingling in the distance. The eerie hollering returned too, as if something was still nearby, watching. Bear mentioned that these kinds of sounds had been heard before, but always when the cameras weren't recording. That made this moment even more unsettling. Feeling overwhelmed and creeped out again, he finally decided to call it a night and get some rest. Though Bear and his friends made it safely out of the woods, one haunting question lingered. What was the source of all those growls, howls, knocks, and that face in the trees? Could it really have been the aggressive Bigfoot clans people warned about? Or was it something else entirely? Whatever the truth is, that emotionally intense and frightening night remains a mystery. Whether supernatural or just unexplained, the encounter left Bear clearly shaken. The video stands as a chilling reminder of how powerful and disturbing the unknown can be, especially in the middle of the forest at night. If you thought this was scary, just wait. What's coming next might leave you absolutely terrified. This clip was recorded by Richard Greenick, a man mostly known for his YouTube channel where he sings popular songs. But this video is very different and far more disturbing. It tells a chilling story that still haunts him. Hoping someone could help explain the terrifying creature he saw. It happened on August 4th, 2017. Richard was staying at his favorite summer home, tucked away in the quiet countryside. Everything felt normal, and he was enjoying his time there, completely unaware that something truly strange was about to happen. One evening, while going through his usual routine, Richard noticed something strange in his yard. It was a bizarre, unsettling creature, something he had never seen before. It quickly ran off before he could grab his camera. Shaken and confused, Richard had no idea what he had just witnessed. Later that night, the creature came back, and this time, Richard was ready. The moment their eyes met, he felt a cold chill run down his spine. Without thinking, he grabbed his iPad and placed it near the window, determined to catch the creature on video. His heart pounded as he pressed record, desperate to prove what he was seeing was real. Feeling scared and unsure of what to do, Richard called a priest, hoping some kind of help or protection could be offered against whatever this thing was.
There it is. Believe me, there's only one that will believe me. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Damn phone.
Hey, Mickey G.
Hey Mike, I need you.
Hey, hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
A little bit. Yeah.
Alright, you're not gonna believe this. I got it on video now. People think I'm nuts. It's on video. It's playing right now. I put the iPad in the window, and now this thing's coming up to the steps in my backyard, Mike.
What's coming up?
It's like a weird, demonic-looking thing, and it's like a human, and it's all scratched down. And this is the second time this happened this week. And as I'm talking to you, this is all unrecorded, and it doesn't see me. I'm in that, that sunroom.
Uh-huh.
All right, I've been putting the iPad out. It's around, and it happened. Weird things been happening around this time at night.
Can I record it?
You're on record. Everything's recording now. I can see the thing. It's like looking around weird.
Is it recording the video?
Yeah, right now it's on the video. It doesn't see me. I'm sitting back, but I can still see out the window really good. You should see.
Can hear you?
No, it can't. But it's looking around like something out of a weird sci-fi movie. This thing is freaky. It's on video. Huh?
Not a person?
No, it's an evil identity. It's evil entity. This thing's like wicked looking. But it's a human form though. You gotta wait until you see the video. I got it on video. It's
Okay, good.
This is like one out of a million things that people will not. They'll think they won't think I'm crazy no more. Wait until you see this. Oh my god, it's like, you should see this thing, Mike. Oh my god. Like a gargoyle. It's like a gargoyle, man. And it's like 35 feet away, and it came out of those weeds. You know what I'm talking about?
As the camera records, the strange pale figure slowly approaches Richard's house. Its movements are odd, not quite human, almost like it's searching for something. Its head turns in every direction, scanning the yard. Richard's heart races as he watches. A heavy sense of dread creeps over him. The way the creature moves, the way it stares, it all feels wrong. Something evil hangs in the air. Then it edges closer to the window. Frozen in fear, Richard watches silently. The creature finally backs away, fading into the darkness. For a moment, it's gone, and he starts to feel a small sense of relief. But then it reappears, stepping out from the shadows again. Its body looks like it's formed out of the darkness itself. A deeper chill washes over Richard. It's a cold that touches his soul. In a panic, he grabs the phone again and calls the priest.
People won't think they're not going to think I'm crazy when they see this now. This is unreal. Just pray.
Just pray?
Yeah.
Yeah, pray to Jesus. Father God, I just want to lift Rick up to you right now, Lord. I don't know why he's being tormented like this, Lord, but we know you know. And Lord, you've been speaking to him in visions and dreams concerning his work and different things, and the enemy is being attacked by you, Lord. And he's all worked up, and God, I just come against this. I bind these things right now, these evil spirits that are just harassing Rick and just coming into his yard. I just bind those things right now. I come in to cease and be still, be gone. I pray that you give Rick peace right now. I come against all fear. I bind that in Jesus' name. I pray, Father, that you just give peace and comfort, Lord, that he knows that Lord, you're watching over, Lord. You are his rear guard, and nothing's going to call me. When you lay down at night, no sudden terror will come upon you.
Oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
I command you to go in Jesus' name.
This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It knows something's going on, man. This thing is. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. We got disconnected. I even called the minister. It went back.
As the priest continued praying and speaking in tongues, something shifted. The air outside Richard's home grew heavier, more unsettling. The creature, which had been still and hidden, began to move again, this time more aggressively. Its body jerked in unnatural ways as though the words being spoken were affecting it. Then, without warning, the call dropped completely. The video ends abruptly. No answers, no clear resolution, just silence. The footage, once uploaded, spread quickly. It triggered a wave of reactions across the internet. Thousands commented, trying to make sense of what they had just seen. Some said they had witnessed similar creatures or felt a dark presence in remote places themselves. Others were skeptical, brushing it off as a hoax or a cleverly staged video meant to draw views. But no matter what people believed, the clip left a strong impact. The strange figure, the frantic prayers, the eerie timing, it all stirred something deep in people's minds. Fear, curiosity, and that unshakable feeling that maybe, just maybe, there are things out there we don't fully understand. For Richard, the experience hasn't faded. He still feels haunted by that night, unsure of what exactly visited him or why. But maybe it's best that we never find out. Maybe some mysteries are meant to stay hidden in the dark, where they belong. Feeling uneasy already? Hold on tight, because this is just the beginning. Let's head straight into the next chilling camping encounter. Meet Kevin, the adventurous creator behind the YouTube channel KS Vlog. He's well known for exploring the hidden corners of the UK. On his channel, Kevin takes his viewers on exciting trips to forgotten forests, remote campsites, and secret places far from the usual tourist spots. With thousands of loyal fans, Kevin keeps his audience hooked with his unique way of telling stories, bringing each abandoned place to life with suspense and curiosity. But Kevin didn't expect that some of these places would soon show him just how unpredictable and even dangerous they could be.
Hi, welcome to another video. Basically, again, this one is just me. I do apologise about the shaky camera just at the moment in the car. But yeah, basically it's just me. I'm not going that far away. It's literally an hour's drive to the North Shropshire Hills, about 50 odd miles away.
On November 14th, 2022, Kevin set off on a road trip to Carding Mill Valley, about 50 miles away, and only an hour's drive from the Shropshire Hills. After arriving, he gave his viewers a quick tour, showing the peaceful waterfall and the hills around it. With a hot cup of coffee in hand, he got ready for a short hike. But what started as a casual walk soon took an unexpected turn. The further Kevin went into the woods, the more unsure he felt about the path he was on.
Like I said, the last time we came here, we visited the waterfall, which is up that way. But for some reason, and I don't know why, we ended that way to there's a little reservoir-y bit, I think. And then we ended up actually going all the way over that hill there, back down to get to the place there we wanted. I mean, it was very hard work, but I mean, this was a few years ago now, and that's yeah, so that's that. I'm just literally just walking just up here a little bit, and that because like I said, I don't want to stop too long here because I want to get to the other bit and get some food in me, really.
Kevin continued walking, saying he didn't plan to stay at that spot too long. He wanted to reach the next location and grab something to eat. Still, he couldn't help but feel confused about why he'd chosen this particular trail.
You know, as you can see, you know, there's high hills and everything else. There are ones for all different abilities, you know, and like you can see, you just get spectacular views. As I was walking back, you know, you just walk down. Do remember, there are a few houses down there which people do live, so you have to be a bit considerate.
He continued walking, taking in the quiet surroundings. Every step felt like a moment to be savored. The fresh air, the views, and the peacefulness had fully drawn him in. Eventually, he decided it was time to head back to his van and find a good spot to camp for the night.
Started to drive to where I was actually heading, and literally it was basically just above where we are, where the car park is, and you had lovely views, and it was only about another 10 minutes on the journey because it was up a steep hill. I mean, it does sleep too and everything else, so I mean, you can see, I mean, I'm not that much, but you get the front, you know, it's comfortable, and that's the one thing I do find easier with a small camper like this is before going to bed, before it gets dark, you get the bed out because it is just full air like that.
After a warm meal, Kevin gave his viewers a quick tour of the van and set up his sleeping area. Once things were settled, he stepped outside for a short evening walk, hoping to relax before turning in for the night.
And so, to be honest, I wasn't even going to think about going out, but I thought I've got to just try, you know, because it wasn't that far, you know, uphill, it wasn't that steep. Well, I've started walking up just a little bit. The van is just down the bottom there. I mean, it is just open, as in the photography. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous up here. You know, I mean, it's absolutely lovely. But I'm not too sure if I get anything really nice. I mean, it's so cloudy. There's a band just coming through there, but you know, we'll see what we get. At the end of the day, it gets you out, and that's the main thing with this one, this video anyway. Well, I've got to the top, and I mean, the light is illuminating the valley, absolutely lovely down there. Hopefully I've got a few pictures anyway. I mean, not amazing pictures, but I mean, it is absolutely lovely just to be speaking to two little bike riders and everything else, and they said they're not far away, and they said it's absolutely lovely up here all the time and it never disappoints, and it hasn't. I mean, it lit up the valley absolutely brilliantly, and that, so yeah, I mean, not far a walk. I'm just over the ridge just down there, so probably about 20 minutes back.
He enjoyed every second of the walk, soaking in the views from the top of the hill. But as the sky began to dim, it was time to head back to the van and settle in for the night. Kevin had no idea something strange was about to happen.
Right, well, now back into the camper. And like I said, it's a lot easier to set the bed out when, you know, before it's dark and everything, because I go out, so it's not nice trying to fiddle around after you got back from a walk. But yeah, basically got back about 20 minutes ago, just been relaxing a little bit. But yeah, so now it is just enjoying an evening. I've got the tablet as my TV there, and that's out, just watching that, and yeah, be up in the morning for sunrise. Not too sure which way I'm going to go, probably down the other way.
At this point, Kevin figured he'd wrapped up filming for the day. He believed the adventure was over, just another peaceful night in the van. But he was wrong. Later that night, something unusual happened, so unsettling in fact, that Kevin picked up his camera once more to document it.
Quick update, it's just after 2 o'clock in the morning, and about 10 minutes ago, it was really weird, something woke me up, and it was pushing against the side of the car, and like knocking into it. It happened for a few minutes, so it woke me up, and it was really weird. I thought, you know, you always think as car camping, camper van, whatever, it's kids. Because 2 other camper vans, there's 4x4, big one next to me, and a Sprinter, I think, now the other side. But basically, you can hear now. I don't know if you hear this. But yeah. It's been shaken.
Kevin lay still, heart pounding, trying to convince himself it was nothing. Despite the tension gripping him, he did his best to shake off the fear and fall back asleep. But just an hour later, around 3 a.m., it happened again.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning now. It happened another 2 times after I last spoke. But yeah, I think it's either the sheep, because there was a lot of weight behind it, or horses, because I can hear the horses in the back in the distance, not as much as the sheep though. So yeah, it's probably just sheep. And but like I say, I'm not getting out there. One, I haven't got an exterior light, other than when I turn on outside, and that's how. But yeah.
While Kevin hoped the disturbance was caused by harmless animals, what unsettled him most was the eerie feeling that someone or something had been tugging on the van's door handle, as if trying to open it. Ghosts might be creepy, but they don't try to break in. People, on the other hand, you never know what they might be capable of. And worse, you never know what they might be carrying. Kevin couldn't say for certain whether it was a person or an animal causing the shaking, but the fear it left behind was very real. He stayed inside, too afraid to investigate, left only with questions. Who or what was outside his van, and what did they want? That night, the answers never came. If you thought Kevin's encounter was unsettling, brace yourself. Things are about to get even more disturbing. Frank, better known as Franco TV, as most of you probably know, isn't someone who backs down from a challenge. Whether he's exploring haunted cemeteries or creepy forests, Frank loves the thrill and is always ready for whatever comes his way. But what he experienced today was way beyond anything he could have imagined. It's June 12th, 2024, and Frank decides to go out for another one of his intense explorations. This time, he heads to a cemetery where people claim that after dark, grave robbers come to steal valuable items buried with the dead. Definitely not the kind of people you'd want to bump into late at night. Still, Frank doesn't let it bother him too much and makes his way to the cemetery.
In fact, don't quote me on that. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. It just depends on how tonight goes out. But I'm already nervous as it is. It's quiet, and I don't know who's seen me come in. That being said, let's get into the video.
Despite the anxiety, he starts recording. To distract himself, he begins showing his viewers more of the area. While filming in the dark, he talks about his last visit to this cemetery during the daytime and points out important landmarks around him.
Whatever this is, hold on, let me see if I can make it more clear. And back there, behind it on the far left, I just saw a light turn on and off. There's a chance that I might have been spotted being out here.
There's a real possibility someone saw him come in. The light turning off so suddenly sends chills down his spine. Staying alert, Frank scans the pitch-black surroundings, keeping his eyes glued to his night vision camera, hoping to spot any movement.
Hold on. I could already hear talking. Listen. It's way out there. Damn, man, I really don't want to go back out there. I hate this. I was trying to figure out another place to take you guys, but I'm currently waiting on 2 things that I gotta get done, and the only place I have to take you that is actually really creepy is this place. There it is again. Right over there.
He explains that he had hoped to take his viewers somewhere else, but was waiting on a few things, referring to the voices he hears coming from up the hill. The stories about grave robbers echo in his mind as he moves more cautiously, not wanting any kind of confrontation.
I still keep hearing voices around up through here and right up through over here. Right in front of me is where where the mausoleum is and where I seen. You heard that? Listen. I hear somebody laughing. I don't see anyone. But I literally heard somebody laughing, and I feel like they're around me. I don't know where exactly it's coming from. Oh, I just got goosebumps. I'm getting sounds from all directions around me. I'm not sure where to look. So there's a light that just turned on in the back, right over there. turn off my light here. See it? On. And I think that's a motion sensor light for one of the buildings in the back. There is no one else here and something up. What? It just turned off now.
Frank knows now he's not alone. An unsettling feeling creeps in as he realizes he has no clue who this person is or what they might want. He begins moving carefully, then stepping deeper into the cemetery, hoping to catch a glimpse of whoever or whatever is hiding in the dark.
I'm gonna make my way inside this mausoleum area, only because I am kind of terrified right now. The creepiest thing is when you hear things around you, and you don't see a damn thing anywhere. I feel like there's something back behind that mausoleum, but I haven't seen anything. I just keep hearing stuff. I have not shined any flashlights yet. And I really don't want to. I just don't want anybody knowing my location. Listen. I don't see anything. I'm gonna get closer. I want to see if I can see anything. What? There is nothing. At this point now, I'm actually starting to question if what I'm hearing is even people at all, or if it's something else, because I should at least be able to see something. Kind of lurking, or people moving around or talking, or a light. I did see some lights here and there. Hold on. I don't know what it is that I'm hearing, but I don't think that's people. I don't know what the hell it is that I'm hearing. It sounds like it's coming from right in front of these chairs, these Masonic chairs here. Listen. I haven't even made it to the creepy area yet. It's back there down this road. It's like a dark area. But as far as right here, I'm hearing sounds of talking.
But right here, right now, I keep hearing voices. Then Frank freezes. His breath catches in his throat. I can't believe this. Someone's definitely yelling or talking up ahead, but there's no one there when I look. Nothing. The vibe is shifted. Something feels off. Really off. That sense of dread grows stronger, and Frank knows he needs to stay alert and alone. He has no idea what he's dealing with. And then, it happens.
So there's a guy following me way up there. He just turned off his lights. He's in the darkness. You see him? He's right there. No matter where I go, he keeps coming in, turning off his lights. He just turned them off again. The thing is, he's following me around the graveyard. I don't know what his deal is. This is weird. He's like shining his high beams right at me, and I'm far away. Come on, man, now is not the time. I don't even know if they're just trying to scare me out of the graveyard, or is this the same person, or what? He's moving.
The mysterious vehicle shuts its lights off again and becomes almost invisible in the distance. Whether or not this person is actually following Frank remains unclear. But after dark, in a place like this, you can't afford to ignore signs like that.
I don't know what his idea is or what his plan is. I still see him. He's driving with his lights off. This guy's trying to intimidate me.
Suddenly, the vehicle starts driving toward Frank in the dark. No headlights, no sound, That's it. Frank doesn't take any chances. He runs back to his truck, jumps in, and drives off to get away from the situation and clear his head. As he tries to calm down and figure out what to do next, he spots the same vehicle leaving the area.
It looks like our suspect is now leaving the facility. I knew you were hiding in the darkness. God only knows what it was. But there he goes. I think he knows he's been busted now because he sees me looking right at him. He's like, oh, guy's right there. It's two people in a car.
Once the area feels safe again, Frank decides to head back in. He walks the road deeper into the graveyard, hoping this time he's actually alone.
There's another port to get inside this little area, and I don't know where it is. I don't know if I passed it or not, but I seem to be missing. I just got the whistle. Oh shit. Someone's whistling. That's how I know it's the same person. The same whistle. I just switched over to my night vision camera. I definitely got the attention of someone now. Oh, look. Right over there. There. Whatever it is, it's really pale. Can I help you? Yeah, that. I'm not getting anywhere near it. That's the trail right there. That's literally the trail. It's going back in. It just went right back in. I don't know what the thing is, but it looks tall.
Terrified, Frank takes off running. Sprinting out of the forest trail, his heart pounds in his chest. He has no idea what he just witnessed. It had a human-like shape, but its pale, almost glowing face suggested something entirely different. It was unusually tall, thin, and moved strangely, nothing like anything he'd ever come across before. And then there was the whistle. Was it that thing? Frank wonders. Or are there more of them out here? He doesn't wait to find out. Acting on instinct, he rushes out of the cemetery, choosing to escape rather than face whatever might be hiding in the shadows.
Tonight was a crazy night, and I really believe somebody's living back there in the forest. I'm not sure what that is all about.
Driving away, Frank begins to process everything that just happened. The car ride home is silent. He sits in deep thought, going over every moment again and again. What did I actually see back there? He asks himself. There's a flicker of disappointment that he didn't make it through the full night like he planned. But deep down, he knows leaving was the right choice. Whatever was out there, it didn't feel safe. Still, the unanswered questions won't leave him alone. What were those whispers and quiet voices in the dark? Who were the people in the car? And were they connected to the whistling and that strange pale figure? Or was something even darker going on? For now, this mystery remains unsolved. And unfortunately for Frank and his viewers, the same can be said for the next eerie encounter that's waiting just around the corner. This next video comes from the YouTube channel Man Dog Wild, where Daryl, a true lover of the wild, has spent the past 4 years taking his viewers along on his camping and survival adventures. His passion for the outdoors is unmatched, and through his channel, he shares both the peaceful beauty and raw excitement of living off the land. In this video, Daryl sets out on a solo camping trip deep inside a dense pine forest, joined only by his 3 loyal dogs. But this isn't just any forest. It has a dark and unsettling reputation. Over the years, hikers have shared eerie stories, sticks and stones being thrown at them from seemingly nowhere, and sightings of a mysterious woman wandering through the trees, silently following people before vanishing without a trace. Despite the rumors, Daryl isn't one to scare easily. His excitement for the trip remains untouched. Little does he know, though, This adventure is about to take a turn far more chilling than anything he's faced before. It's January 12th, 2025. The day is bright, the sky is clear, and Daryl arrives fully packed and prepared for a night in the woods. After exploring for a bit, he picks the perfect spot, settles in, and begins setting up his shelter.
Ghosts, they're never one of those I've really taken any issue with. It's like one of those where, would you stay in a haunted house for X amount of money? I'd stay in there for free. It just doesn't, it's not one of those that really gets to me. I won't be psyching myself out over the possibility of a ghost. But we will be doing a ghost hunt tonight. Okay, you know, EVPs and whatnot, and ghost boxes maybe, I don't know. It's just some kind of software I downloaded, apparently. It's some real but who knows? I pay for it too, so it better be. It'll also be interesting to see how the dogs react to being here currently. DC sleeping, Hooper sleeping, Yeti, I'd imagine, is sleeping also.
With camp fully set up and everything in place, time slips by. The sun slowly dips behind the treetops and the forest begins to change. What felt familiar during daylight now feels different, like the trees themselves are holding their breath. Shadows stretch longer and the silence grows heavier. As night settles in, Daryl starts to feel hungry. He decides to cook using the wild vegetables he'd foraged earlier in the day. The fire crackles gently, offering a bit of warmth and light.
Heating up our water with our asparagus just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because personally, for me, when it comes to trying new things, especially wild edibles, you don't want to go overkill with it, of course. So just a little bit. Just get it all in there. Not bad. Not bad. So we'll be finishing up our okay. So we'll be finishing up our little dinner here.
With each passing minute, the atmosphere around him grows heavier. The ghost hunting apps might not be giving him any clear proof, but something deep down tells him that something isn't right.
So I'm assuming that oh, head torch, man. I'm assuming that's a fox. Oh, here goes nightfall. Strange noises. The dog's barking. We kind of ask questions and see what happens. So, are there any ghosts in the area with us tonight? If so, how did you die? Were you a train track? That's interesting because there used to be a train track nearby here. Like really nearby here. Okay. Must admit, you've got some good old battery drain here. The head torch is dead. Charged up fully. Now my camera's flashing. I don't know what the phone's doing. Ay, ay, ay. Holy moly. The phone's beginning to die as well, okay.
Whatever that shadowy figure was, Daryl no longer feels the need to investigate further. I don't really want to find out anymore, he mutters. Not wanting to spend the rest of the night consumed by fear, Daryl decides to stop the ghost hunt and tries to shake the uneasy feeling. He heads back to camp, hoping for a more peaceful end to the night. But even back at the fire, things don't feel normal. His dogs, usually calm and quiet, continue staring into the dark woods. They growl low and steady, their focus locked on something Daryl can't see. He listens closely. Nothing. Just the sound of the forest and the soft crackling of the fire.
Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up?
Bride.
That's it's close, but yeah, it's not quite accurate. I was holding up 2 fingers. It just said, "Why are you asking?" Whoa! Shoot me up. It was the I knocked the branch. But what I was going to say was, I just turned around and I saw the kind of, it was almost like a black mist. Just kind of coming along the trees, huh? Yes. Yeti. DC, come. Oh, it's DC. DC. Come here. Come here. Come. Come. Oh, it was Yeti. Was Yeti the black mist? I don't know.
Nothing extreme happens after that, but the tension in the air doesn't go away. It lingers, an invisible weight pressing down on the camp. Still, as the night stretches on, Daryl eventually manages to get some rest. And when the sun finally rises, the heaviness lifts. The strange feeling is gone. The forest, once so ominous in the dark, now looks peaceful and calm, as if none of it ever happened. He takes a deep breath, taking in the quiet beauty around him. Daryl came to this forest full of skepticism. He wasn't looking for ghosts, he just wanted an adventure. But he's leaving with more questions than answers. Was the forest truly haunted, or was it just his mind playing tricks on him? One thing's for sure, this was a camping trip he'll never forget.